What is up? I hope that you are having really nice day and you are ready for this live stream because today I'll be talking about why you are not seeing results. So you might be training for a really long time and then you just hit plateau. So why are you hitting plateau? Why you cannot see any more results, right? So I'll be talking about some things that I've seen on my own fitness journey and then that I've seen from my clients as well that have been struggling with. So the first one, let's start. It's training. So, often people are not pushing themselves hard enough during their workouts. So, if that's your case, then that's why you might not be seeing any results. Because for improvements to see the results, you need to challenge your body with progressive overload, which means that you need to keep increasing the reps or weights every single week if possible. Obviously, we want to listen our body, and some weeks will be harder or easier than others. It will be because of our hormones, because what you are eating, how you are sleeping, if you consume any alcohol, and so on. So definitely listen to your body. But if you feel like you have the strength, you know that you've slept really well, that you don't have your period, then it's time to push the weights up or even the reps because we need to challenge our body, which is another point that I just made, is because our body adapts to the training. So if you've been working for the 4 weeks, which is our normal phase, or 6 weeks, the same workouts, and then you didn't increase any reps, you didn't increase any weight, you just stay the same, obviously you won't see any results because your body adapted already the first week, and then you are just doing everything that the body got used to it. Another way how you can increase the intensity in your training is hitting your steps on a daily basis. Steps is like non-negotiable because we've been always walking our entire lives, and it's normal for the body to move in this way. So I don't want to hear any excuses that you cannot hit your steps. It should be like non-negotiable. Obviously, if you want to burn a little bit more calories, you want to get closer to your goals much faster, then I would suggest to increase your steps on a daily basis. Yeah. Then another thing is muscle mind connection. So, for example, we are training sometimes, but we don't feel the muscles. So, for example, if you are doing it really quickly, then you won't feel the right muscle that we are targeting. The same, for example, if you, I don't know, do hip thrust, but you are overextending your back, then you will not be actually feeling the glutes. So, you need to kind of like just imagine like closing the eyes and then just like squeeze the glutes basically in the hip thrust. That way you are actually squeezing the glutes. The same, for example, for lateral raises. We want to go really slowly and you want to really focus on this shoulder muscle. Yeah, the same with the biceps. Like don't rush your exercises because it's not a hit workout. We are working towards strength because we want to get toned, we want to burn more calories through the muscles, we want to lose weight, right? So if you are doing biceps curls, then just keep your elbows next to your body and then just squeeze the biceps. Like you can see it's working even though I don't have any weight. So that's how you kind of like squeeze and let it go. Yeah, so you need to focus on the mind muscle connection in every single exercise. It's again non negotiable. But how do you know that you are focusing on the mind muscle connection, right? So, for example, what really helped me in my fitness journey is um, taking a videos of me. Just take a video of you and then you can send it to me through the app, and then I will give you a feedback. If you don't want to send me the videos, then just like be your own critique. Yeah, when you finish your set, go have a look at the video before you will do another set, and then just say, okay, maybe my head is, like pointing up, so I need to align it with the back, and then just give yourself a feedback what you can improve. Yeah, you can also check my videos, you can check the cues in the app for how the exercise should be performed, because if your form is not on point, that means you will not be targeting the right muscle, which means we are not getting toned, we are not burning more calories, and so on. So it's like a cycle. So we need to definitely make sure that your form is on top, like 100%. Again, it's just because we want to reduce the injuries, but we also want to get toned much faster. I hope it makes sense. Let me know in the comments if everything makes sense in the training part. Then another thing is what I've seen is you might not see results because of your nutrition. Let me ask you honestly, are you tracking 7 days a week? Do you know how many calories are you eating? Are you within 5 grams of your macros on a daily basis? I know we are not like competing or anything. You can still eat your foods that you really like, but I want you to pay attention to how much you are eating of each thing, basically. And I want you to focus on the proper nutrition. I want you to get a really high volume of your meals so you are fueling your body, especially before your workout. I want you to eat some quick carbs just so you have more energy to push harder in the gym. And then I want you to focus on the proper nutrition after the workout because it will be really helpful for the muscle recovery and for the overall muscle growth. I hope it makes sense. Uh, Basically, the macronutrients are super essential for seeing the results when we are training as well, which means protein, carbs, and healthy fats, because it will help you to function really well. It will help you with muscle recovery, with sleeping, and basically with everything in your body. So the calories are not just enough. So I want you to focus on the macros if you want to really get your results. And it's again, it should be like non-negotiable, especially if you know your goals. That's another point I wanted to talk about. Is your goal achievable? Is it realistic? I want you to ask yourself honestly, okay, how many kilograms I want to lose by XXX months, or what can I do to improve, I don't know, my nutrition? How can I challenge myself in the training? So always try to ask yourself those questions. And when it comes to nutrition, I want you to avoid any processed foods, any high salted foods, because it will hold the water in your body, and then you will not see any progress on the scale because you will always feel puffy if you are eating high processed foods. Yeah, or if you are consuming alcohol, or if you are consuming a lot of sugary items, it will again hold a lot of water in your body, and it will be harder to lose weight because of that. Then another thing is very close to nutrition, it's hydration. How many liters are you drinking on a daily basis? Because if you are feeling dehydrated, it will impact your performance and recovery and also sleeping and everything basically, because our body is made from protein and water. And if we don't have protein and if we don't have water, then you will be feeling really fucked, kind of. You will not have energy, you will feel super sleepy, um, you will be strange basically. You will not be like yourself normally, and it will also um, it will not help you when it comes to workouts as well, because you will feel more lazy. So what I want you to do is track your glasses if you want to. Water glasses, I want you to drink about like 8 to 10 glasses a day, or about 2 to 3 liters water a day. Yeah. Then another thing is sleeping in recovery. I know sometimes we tend to move, or we want to move a bit more because we want to lose more weight, right? So we feel like we need to suddenly do 7 workouts instead of 5, or let's do 6 workouts instead of 4. And then you will be super stressed because of those 7 workouts, and you won't actually get enough rest for the body to recover. And again, it will be like a cycle of being super stressed that you need to hit 7 workouts, then you don't have time for sleeping, for recovery, and then your body won't recover properly, which means you will be always tearing the muscle fibers, and that's why you will feel more tired, more sore as well. And yeah, it will not be good. So basically, what I want you to do is to focus on your recovery, on your rest days, and on sleep. So I want you to get at least like 7 to 9 hours of sleep. I know sometimes it's not possible. I know that you might have kids, or you are super busy, you are stressed, or whatever reasons you cannot sleep. I totally get that, because I'm struggling with sleep as well, but I'm trying to work on it through meditations, through deep breathing before I'm going to sleep, through yoga, some stretching maybe in the evening. In the winter, I like to go to sauna just to relax my body. And yeah, just listen to your body. Whatever your body needs to relax, then do it. Obviously, Netflix is a little bit different. I know it's kind of like a passive rest day, passive recovery. So we want to maybe get some steps in as well, just to help with the blood circulation, so you will recover actually faster and you won't be super sore, you won't be stiff, and so on. I hope it makes sense. Let me know in the comments if any of those things are that you need to think about when it comes to results. Then another thing is consistency. How often are you consistent with your workouts? Are you showing up for yourself on a weekly basis? Yes or no? How many workouts a week are you doing at the moment? Just type it in the comments, because I'm really curious. And I want you to be specific. I want you to say how many times a week you are actually consistent. Yeah. So, because if you are not seeing results, it might be because you are not staying consistent with your workouts or even with your nutrition. So, what I want you to do is to start putting your workouts in the calendar, or maybe in your, I don't know, notebook, yeah, whenever you want. I'm using Google Calendar. And then just make appointment with yourself, because it will help you to see what you have to do the next day. It will be in your calendar, so you always know that you need to find the time for this workout. I want you to also add in your calendar a meal prep, so you will know how much you are eating in a week, how much you are eating in a day, which will help you again to get closer to your results. I hope it makes sense. Are you doing that? Are you putting it in the calendar? Yes or no? Just type it in the chat. I'm really curious. And yeah, another thing, I have two last points to talk about, and they are not actually super pleasant to hear, but here we are. So, yeah, it's genetics and hormone factors, right? So sometimes people are skinny, they are lucky, yeah, they don't need to do anything, but they might have like another health issues you don't know about, yeah. So genetics play a significant role in our body, how our body is responding to the exercise, to the nutrition. Maybe some people have harder time to lose weight or to build muscle. Sometimes, yeah, for example, for me, I'm trying to build my glutes for maybe 5 years, and it's hard to grow the big beach, that I want. And some girls I've met, they have such a beautiful butt, and I'm like, how do you do that? And they're like, well, it's just genetics. I'm like, oh fuck, you are so lucky. So sometimes we cannot have everything that we want to, but we definitely can work on it for ourselves, for our confidence, for our self-love. So I know that I won't have a super huge butt ever, because it's not in my genetics, but I am still working on it, because I want to get stoned. I want this goal in my life, and I want to kind of keep working towards that, because it makes me happy. It makes me super confident when I'm wearing some dresses, even underwear. So you always need to work for yourself, no matter the genetics. Just find uh, what you can actually focus on. Yeah. So if you are, for example, like me, holding a lot of fat in your arms, then what I'm doing, I am working more on my arms just to tone them a little bit more. So these kind of small changes you can adapt to. And yeah, because the genetics will be there, and we need to kind of work with that. Then another thing is hormonal imbalances. Some women, especially, they have thyroid issues or insulin resistance, and it can affect your progress in a big time. So what I would suggest, to maybe speak with your GP or with your doctor if you think that you have any of those issues, because I've been recently diagnosed with like a thyroid issue basically, but it's not something huge, so I just need to take yod, like a mini tablets with my food, and that's it, and that should help with my hormones, with my thyroid. So you never know, and I wouldn't know at all. But I went for a blood test and they are like, well, you have this issue, and I'm like, wow, okay, I didn't know that. So I think it's really good to get a blood check done, just for your peace in your head, basically in your mind. Then the last thing is a mindset, because sometimes we feel unmotivated to do something, or if you are constantly negative or really stressed, it will hinder your progress, girl. So you need to focus on managing your stress. I know this can be challenging as well, but you can do again yoga, stretching, mindfulness, meditations, journaling, anything that will help you to manage your stress. And I would like you to also be patient with yourself, because, yeah, you can always do the best on a daily basis. You can always tick the boxes, and you can always be better than yesterday. So you always need to work within yourself. And I want you to tell me if you're struggling with anything, or if you want to share some wins. I am always here for you, girl, because we are in this boat together. And yeah, I totally understand that sometimes it is not possible to always, do the meal prep, do the workouts. And that's why this is a fitness journey. It's not a quick fix. You won't get ripped within 2 weeks. This is your lifetime journey to be healthier, to be sexy, to feel confident within your body, to maybe overcome some health issues and stuff like that. So you always need to be consistent. You need to always work on yourself. And if you are not seeing any more results, then let me know, and then we can have a look at it together, and then maybe we can make some adjustments. Let me know in the comments or in the chat what was your biggest takeaway from this live stream, because I would love to know. And yeah, I hope that you enjoyed it, that you picked up something valuable. Let me know again. And yeah, I'll speak to you in another live stream. Have the best day.